All right. Jay, make sure you hop into roll 20. Other than that, yeah. So, who would like to do a recap? All right then.
So we got back to the Fanaton village. Well, and by we I mean everybody and Dorian's corpse. Got back to the Fanaton village. Um, there were great cheers, and then there were not great cheers. They propped. There was some discussion about burial rituals. At which point the Fanaton said, "Hey, we put them out by the standing stones out there. Um, put Dorian out by the standing stones. Weird things happened. Uh, Dorian had this kind of fever dream death thing. Not quite sure how to describe it, but his he had interacted with Al in some weird alternate dimension or other time space thing. Had his star sign change, and then the orcs showed up after Dorian awoke, um, tossed the heads of our ship's crew to the to us in a bag, and we killed them. But in the meantime, they threatened to wipe out the Fanaton village if we did not produce the treasure of the old god. And now we are leaving the village. The Fanatons are retreating to further in the mountains, and Nip and Tuck have snuck off to tell us that they know where the treasure is, and see if we are willing and able to go get it to fight off the orcs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We also had a brief little glimpse with Caliban and when he was younger, and his mother came back wounded. That's where he started working on his ink stance. We got a glimpse of Lascelius on the day he found that, or he earned or acquired. Right, go with acquired that sword and his ghostly companion. And we also visited or flashed back to Merrick on the day he had to leave home. So I'll pull you guys over to this map. And you've seen enough of this. That's fine. What is it? Hang on. What's the setting? There you go. Anyway, but yeah, we cut back to you guys. I'm gonna turn this off.
Oh God! Hold up.
You okay, Charlie?
Yeah, sorry. I was doing something on a side screen, and then my 1Password popped up on the screen for a second. I was like, "Whoa!" Don't need a recording of that going on YouTube.
Okay, so that sort of thing. Gotcha. But yeah, we open with you guys still up in the mountains with Nip and Tuck. The Fanatons are down in their little gully getting their possessions together. They appear to be planning on retreating further into the mountains or into the jungle or something like that. They're going to start running, or they're going to try to run from Grom and his hunting party.
Yeah, and apparently they've done this before.
They've done this before, yeah.
It did not go well for them, at least at first.
But they survived.
No, they never goes well when they have to do this. So, Nip and Tucker staring at you, trying to figure out what to do. Tuck is like darting between you guys and looking back at the gully. Comes back to you guys and just starts pacing nervously.
Dorian
what do you
stands. So Dorian stands there and he just thinks over the last couple of days. And he thinks about the everything that the Phanatons have gone through, everything they've gone through, and then he thinks about those heads in a bag, and his jaw sets, and he's like, if this can help, your village, we have to go for it. Cal,
Cal's
we have to go
looking.
for it.
Cal's looking down at the ground, just thinking, and then looks up. I don't. I agree and disagree. But it is our duty. But it is our duty to retrieve the item. To retrieve this artifact for the God King.
Dorian
Merrick,
sort of
Salis.
looks to Merrick.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, I'm just muted, shoving chips into my mouth.
Food is important.
Merrick feels that it's the right thing to do, to go and help these fellas out, but he doesn't necessarily agree or disagree with the giving it back to the God King thing.
Salius. Your phantom looks at you quizzically.
I think he kind of puts his hand on the hilt of the sword and just kind of... I mean, he already knows what he wants to do, but he's waiting to see kind of what everybody else's plan is. Kind of gives everybody like a shrug.
Nip's like, if you want, I'll take you there. And Tuck like whispers to her, you know, your grandpa's gonna be real mad. I know, but I don't see how we have much of a choice. And otherwise, Nip will start leading you guys down to the jungle.
We're still level 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I hadn't forgotten to do something.
Nope.
Have we long rested at this point?
You have not.
Okay.
The sun is going, like, it's probably right there at the horizon. It's going to be dark in a matter of minutes, not hours.
Gotcha. We should go quickly before more orcs return to see us go.
Agreed.
Okay. So you guys start following Nip and Tuck as they work their way down the mountain. They're not going to go the way they took to get up here, because presumably orcs are that way. That will put you guys out right about there, as they slowly wind their way down these very narrow ledges and arrive in the jungle. By the time you get down from the mountain, it is now nighttime.
So Dorian, as we're traveling, kind of moves up to where Lucky is.
Mhm.
And he says, "Hey, I want to show you something." And he pulls out a piece of paper that
Mhm.
he's written on. If you ever get in trouble, try using this. He's actually going to give him a piece of paper Dorian's actually going to give him a piece of paper with his notes for Mind Sliver. He says, "Say, if you want, I can teach you this."
Lucky's been kind of catatonic since the heads. Like, he's been super quiet. You proffer him the paper, he just takes it mechanically and puts it into his pocket.
Okay.
So, you guys, would you guys want to head for the swamp tonight, or do you want to try to find somewhere to camp for the evening?
Oh, how far is the thing they're taking us to?
Nip will gesture, and Nip will tell you that it's the central island there in the swamp.
Oh. I guess.
So what are the sort of dangerous things around the swamp at nighttime, I guess is the thing, because
Yeah.
on one hand I have full health, on the other hand I have no spells whatsoever.
Same.
So I'm literally useless.
As you guys have been on this island and you've been circumnavigating that swamp, you've noticed weird glowing orbs of light that seem to have a level of intelligence to them and a level of aggression. You've seen them chasing dinosaurs. The Thanatons are scared of them. They apparently burn things they come into contact with. Things like that.
That's right. Yeah, we probably should bunker down for the night, I guess, then.
I don't like it, but we should. Do you guys, he looks at Nip and Tuck and he says, do you guys know anything in particular to combat the lights?
Mm-mm. No.
I didn't
Just
think so.
stay away.
Okay. Well, I guess we should camp.
So, would you guys like to camp pretty much at the base of this cliff, or would you like to try to head deeper into the jungle, or what?
Is there a big enough ledge kind of higher up that we could camp on? That's
No.
okay.
Unfortunately, it's like the I mean, you'd have to essentially climb back up the cliff for about 40 minutes or so to get to any sort of shelf that would be able to actually like fit a person laying down. Most of this has been very narrow. Like I eschewed doing acrobatics checks for the balancing as you sort of shimmy your way down. It's otherwise like this is sort of mountain goat paths here.
Footholds, but nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't find some shelter deeper into the jungle. I don't like being quite this close to the others. He kind of looks back towards the Thanaton village.
Okay. So, with nobody's got any objections to that, how about you all roll me either a stealth or a survival check? I'll give it. I'll leave it to you.
Let's see. So Wisdom or Dex?
Okay.
Oh, great. They're both 10, so...
Okay. Okay. And Merrick, stealth or survival?
Survival.
Oh,
Oh, no!
my god.
Holy shit, my dudes. Okay.
We suck.
You
All
know what
right.
this is? This is the random number gods getting us back, Charlie, for Wednesday.
What do you mean getting us back for Wednesday? I rolled like shit Wednesday.
So you guys head further into the jungle. Nat, or not Nat, Nip, Nip and Tuck in sort of the lead. They're not aware of any good hidey spots or camping spots in the jungle for people of your size, but they do know of a shelter of sorts. It is unfortunately close to the swamp, though, and
Okay.
they lead you there. So I'm going to pull you guys over to this map here. So as you guys maneuver through the jungle, you eventually discover a bit of a game trail. And after following it a little bit, you notice that the game trail actually has like flagstones, or at least sort of pavement stones at one point. You follow them down into a basin where you can see the remnants of a stone building of some sort. It's mostly just a few crumbling walls and the chimney.
Cool.
And the little guys lead you down there. Here, let me put them on the map too. Tokens. Lucky. And Nip. And Tuck. There we go. So they lead you down there. As you guys approach, you can see that this structure is overgrown with moss, vines, and stuff like that. It actually forms a little bit of a curtain in places. So it is surprisingly it is surprisingly kind of well hidden.
This map is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Cool.
They lead you down. You guys tuck inside, and feel free to maneuver yourselves or arrange yourselves in that little space there, however you want. Every once in a while, outside, you could see that there were faint little, or there's a lot of fireflies around, and also the occasional bobbing light in the distance. Some of them, like these, do not appear to be like the ones you saw earlier. Those moved very quickly, and again with intelligence and purpose. These just seem like little bobbing lights drifting about, almost like bioluminescent dandelion spores or something like that.
Josh,
Yes.
if I look around in the sand and stuff outside of this foundation, what kind of tracks are there? Like, are there any I'm sure there are dinosaur tracks and stuff, but are there any orc tracks?
There are neither dinosaur tracks nor orc tracks.
Oh, well, that's a good sign. Come back inside then.
Or a really bad sign.
I'm more worried about orcs than anything. But we should determine a watch.
That sounds like a good idea.
I don't mind taking first watch.
I'm already. Yeah. I can grab second watch then, I guess.
I'll take third.
Okay. And Lucilius, being a drow, never actually sleeps, so he's a second on all the watches, essentially.
Sounds good.
Nip and Tuck, for their part, are actually going to crawl into the little cavity that was once the fireplace, and they'll hide in there. They feel comfortable in a nice little hidey hole like that. Lucky is going to go over here and just sit there, sort of slumped against the wall, and slumped against the corner, just sort of staring off into space. After a little bit, he actually pulls out the note or the paper that Dorian handed him, stares at it. Pardon me. And eventually, sleep does find him. Caliban. So the order is Caliban, Dorian, then Merrick, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, let me see if I can find.
I'm just sitting on this little stoop.
Yep.
I guess with my legs crossed, sharpening my sword.
Okay. Let me see if I can find. Let's see. No, those.
Ooh.
Okay. So, Caliban, give me a perception check.
You got it. Hey, that's not bad.
Okay. So, Cal, as you are hanging out, guarding the place, do you do anything in particular?
I'm just trying to really listen, and I keep looking around and trying to look into the shadows and stuff, but mostly I'm just trying to be attentive, but also taking quietly taking care of my gear.
Okay. So, after a little bit, Cal, you do notice something on the air. It's the scent of smoke.
If I look around, do I guess what kind of moon is there tonight?
Moon is let's go with waxing gibbous.
Okay. So in the light of the moon, can I see smoke anywhere? Can I see it is there a big plume in darkening the sky in any direction?
It's hard to tell from your vantage point because you're so low to the, and the trees are rather high. If you were to possibly get to a higher vantage point, you could probably tell then.
And I don't hear anything. I'm just smelling the smoke.
Right.
Does it smell particularly does it smell really strong, or is it just wisps of it?
Wisps of it.
Okay. So it's probably not close. Is there a tree bordering this little beach that looks like is something I could climb up to try and see?
Yeah, probably. Actually, if you were just to get to the top of those rocks down there in the bottom corner, you could probably see from there.
Well, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll make my way up here.
Yeah. So as you ascend up there, you can get to there's a small tree you could climb up and check out, and you can tell from your vantage point to the east. You can see up in the mountains there is a big fire.
In the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I hate that. Ugh. All right, well, Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that, so I make my way back down. Just not happy about how this has turned out.
Mm-hmm. As you return to the group, your watch otherwise goes uneventful. Dorian, you're on watch now. Anything in particular you'd like to do?
So Dorian has a book out, and he's just furiously writing down everything that's happened over the last day or so. Get kind of the sense that he does this every night. He doesn't actually sleep nearly as much as he should, but this is kind of how he spends that time. He does check to see if Lucky is awake, but since Lucky's already fallen asleep, he goes back to, or assuming Lucky is still asleep, he goes back to writing.
Yeah, Lucky seems to be pretty out of it.
Okay. Hey, Al.
Al flashes, appears as a little golden orb. Yes, sir.
I want you to read something, and tell me if it means anything to you.
Certainly, sir.
And he has Al read what he's written about the last couple of days, everything that's happened, and all that.
Okay. What exactly do you want from him?
Dorian wants to see Al's reaction to kind of the things that happened while he was dead and talking to Al specifically. He knows Al doesn't remember, but he's wondering if this will trigger something, or even if, like, intellectually Al might think of something.
As Al reads over that, he yawns because he's tired. Al says, "This part here. I don't seem to recall that, sir."
Yeah, you didn't when I came out of it either. I don't know what that means or what it means, but I wanted to know what you thought about it.
It's very curious, sir.
Agreed. Also, Al, question for you. What
Certainly.
sign did I have when you met me? Kind of covers up the book.
You had the sign of the lantern, sir.
Okay. Okay. Kind of puts a hand to his chest over the sign where that cold power had coiled. Okay. That makes me feel better. As long as you remember that, I feel a little better. Not much. I should be watching for something. Shouldn't I be watching for something?
Yes, please roll me a perception check.
Pokes his head up and kind of looks around.
Lasalius, you're awake during this point too. Roll me a perception check as well. Okay. So, Lasalius, you've been awake because you're a drow. You don't, you just do your meditation thing for the past few hours. Would there be anything in particular you'd be doing during this long rest? While everybody else, like, first Caliban took watch, and he sort of checked out to the south and discovered that there is some smoke coming from the mountains. Then there's a big fire out there, or back out there. Yeah, Dorian's just in his corner reading his book. But would there be anything you'd be doing?
Does this form of Drow have the hand code?
Drow sign language?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say so.
So then, I would be kind of keeping an ear out, almost like guarding, but also I would be conversing with the spirit companion in the Drow code, kind of trying to seek out what she thinks about what's going on.
Okay. So let me take a look here at your heroic characteristic. Well, actually, can you post your heroic ability in the chat for me? You know how to do that?
I do not.
Okay. So on your character sheet, I think it's called Commune with the Dead.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just click, like, if you scroll over it, there should be like a little word bubble sort of symbol on it. Click that. Thank you. So let's see here. Speak with Dead. So got you only 2 questions. Okay. So yeah, if you'd like, you can use that ability. I still have to edit that first part, but you use that second ability to actually like get answers from her rather than just sort of talking to her and having her shrug. So speak with Dead. Check your spells. See if Speak with Dead is amongst your spells.
Okay, hold on.
In the meantime. Okay, here we go. I just pulled it up. Kill a spell. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. So according to the spell, the corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the spirit is under no compulsion to offer a truthful response if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. It doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
Wow, can't even speculate for me. Venture me a guess. Nope, can't do it. Does that mean that you can't ask it in terms of like, do you feel what we're doing right now is smart, like that kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it can't really deduce, or it can't really it can't really do things like that. It can answer it can answer just sort of basic questions. But it can't really speculate or do some sort of like critical thinking. You know what? I'm not certain I like that restriction with this thing. Why don't you try asking me a question, and we'll see, and we'll see what we do.
I think the first thing you'd ask her is, do you think we're doing the right thing?
Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of that's like opinion based. I mean,
it is opinion based, and like in a way, she can't really give opinions according to the spell. But I'm not. The only hesitation I have with this is like be more specific. Like when you say what we're doing is the right thing, what do you mean by that? Are you talking about like the thing you guys are literally doing right now, or what?
Like, in general, do you think we're going to make it? Because you forget that the person before they were my spirit companion was actually a pretty highly trained warrior. So
Yeah, I'm
trying.
not forgetting. I'm just.
I'm trying to.
Yeah,
feel
I'm
out.
just. Right, I'm just trying to give you the best answer possible here, and
Right.
yeah. So yeah. So if you're asking, do you think we'll make it? The spirit will sort of like you sort of beckon it. It sits down in front of you, and with your question, the spirit responds, and when it does, the mouth on its mask actually moves as if it were its own. If we
Well then,
challenge that creature, we must have a plan, or we will fail. Do you have a second question?
I was trying to think in terms of like. So I would think of a maneuver that we would be able to try against it, and it's like I would imagine she's familiar with the maneuver, so I would ask, do you think this would work? Like I'm just trying to like do out like battle tactics with the spirit.
Well, I mean, do you have a maneuver in mind, or are you asking for her opinion of one?
I'm like going over ones that I would already know
Okay.
that I obviously myself do not know, but he would know.
You see, if you don't give me something specific, it's hard for me to answer. We'll say you spitball some ideas, and the spirit will respond with
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
well, sort of. She'll respond with, the creature is immune to conventional weapons, but it still must breathe. It is still susceptible to magic. Its strength is still mortal. If you cannot wound it, you can still kill it.
I guess I'm just left to kind of like ponder it.
Mm-hmm. Lucilius, give me a nature check. 4. Okay.
Leaves are green.
That they are. That they are.
That's the extent of my nature knowledge.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, well, actually, no, Dorian, you notice a light sort of flicker by outside.
Does it seem to be like the intelligent bad kind of light, or just sort of? Does it seem like a fire
It was
light?
it was moving pretty fast, and it didn't look like firelight.
Dorian is going to kind of nudge Lucilius and point, and just try to keep the light in his view if possible.
Okay. Let me
What direction is the light going? Okay.
So you see it sort of bobbing around a little bit over here,
Okay.
and then shoot over here, and then shoot over here, and shoot over here. Whoop. Whoop. Just moving around.
Dorian's gonna hold his finger up to his mouth in a kind of a shush sign, and we're all still sort of in this building, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the building is partially kind of overgrown anyway, so.
Okay. And he's gonna keep watching as well as he can.
Mm-hmm. You notice that the light drifts up to some bushes and actually sort of hovers over them, drifts around them, almost like it's looking for something, and then shoots back down here. And then you see a second light.
Dorian immediately starts drawing spell components out of his pouch, and is gonna kind of inch over towards where Caliban and Merrick are.
Okay. Lascelius, are you doing anything?
So after he nudged me, I like ghost nudged the companion, and we both watched as it was doing what it was doing. And then, kind of looking to the companion, I kind of knock an arrow just to make sure.
You knock an arrow to make sure of what? Sorry.
That if we're in any threat, I'm ready.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
And
But yeah,
I'm
you
kind of
guys.
just looking to him to see what he's gonna do, because he's grabbing out spell components, making me nervous.
Mm-hmm. You guys just watch these things move around. Give me stealth checks, both of you. Okay.
Ooh,
But
I take
eventually-
intuition, though.
They start drifting back into the swamp.
Hmm.
Dorian lets out a very, like, once he's sure they're gone, Dorian lets out a very, very anxious.
So naturally, I would kind of look to you, and I would question, like I ask questioningly, like surveillance. Like, is something watching us?
Dorian kind of gets a little bit of a giddy look in his eye. Like, yeah, I think that's what that was. I mean, I shouldn't be happy, but that's fascinating. Like, they work in groups. Like, how do they even perceive? Just his brain is doing its thing, but he's still like he's visibly shaking with anxious energy. But it's a bit of the old Dorian back.
Okay.
So I would ask, not knowing much about this side of it, do you know of any spells that can be used in this way?
Would I know of any spells that can do this? I don't.
You roll me Arcana.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I, the player, think this is a creature, but I don't think that I, the character, have even considered a spell. So
Yeah, you know of spells that can scry remote areas and things like that. You even know ones that create like visible effects and things like that that can be moved around in a manner kind of similar to those wisps of light that you were seeing, but nothing quite like that. You've never seen anything that moves that fast or anything like that.
Nothing that pairs the two of the surveillance and the lights, and then like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
intelligence
Or,
and all
or
of that jazz.
seemingly
Uh,
disappear.
Yeah. So Dorian will think for a second, and he'll turn to Lasalius, and then he'll just shake his head. Get a big old smile.
Yes, it's like Christmas for you. I'm worried.
I like new things.
Do you think these sleepy little creatures would have any idea what it is? Have we asked them before?
Yeah, they just call them the lights.
Oh, that's right.
And I don't want to wake anybody because I don't want too much noise.
Do we want to kind of look into? Do you want to see if anything's over there where it came from?
How long has it been since they left?
Let's go with 10 minutes.
I could go recon. You want me to go recon it? See what's going on?
Dorian thinks about it for a second. And then mouths the words "very dangerous."
So with that, do I have to stealth check with every movement?
Not with every movement, no.
Okay. Because I didn't want that 20 to waste, so I kind of want to sneak over.
You're gonna roll another stealth check if you go out there, maybe, assuming there's anything out there to see you. But you know.
Gotcha.
I don't know that it's worth the risk right now. I suspect we're gonna.
I can tell you one thing, Lasalius. If you go anywhere like out here in the open, any part like that, you will not need to roll a stealth check.
At all, even a little bit.
Even a little bit.
So Dorian says that he does not think it's worth risking it. I think we'll see those again regardless.
Caliban sleep talks. Don't do anything stupid. Stay in camp.
Okay. If we're doing that over in the chimney, you just hear Nip go, "Don't be a pussy."
Merrick, you want any sleep advice for us?
Oh. Salmon.
We'll just report to Merrick when he gets up. It'll be fine.
Well, in that case, I had to watch, so you should probably get some sleep.
Wait, say that again? Sorry?
I said in that case, I have the watch, so you should probably get some sleep.
Oh, I don't actually sleep much, but okay, I'll try.
That might explain a few things.
So does he fall asleep?
I assume so. Dorian, you go back to sleep.
Dorian would want to wake Merrick first.
Okay.
And Dorian would want to wait until he was sure the lights were definitely gone, very definitely gone before waking Merrick. So Dorian's still up for a while. That having been said, Dorian is also easily distracted. So depending upon what you're trying to do, you might get away with it.
Yeah, I was gonna sneak over there and see what's going on.
So Dorian, you're still up but distracted. Lysalius, what are you up to?
So does that 20 roll on stealth, would that cover me leaving this part and then roll again, or what?
You don't know. It's a risk.
Yeah.
I'm confused, but okay. So what was
If
the 20?
you like, the 20 was purely to avoid whatever those things were from seeing you at that moment. So,
Oh, I see.
and who knows? Maybe there's nothing out there to see you, and you'll be fine. Maybe I'm just having you roll stealth checks for the shits and giggles of it.
Just
To make
freak
you
out
sweat.
a little bit.
Yeah, I've already seen how our rolls are going tonight, so I'm terrified.
I know. You should be.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we got rid of all the bad luck already. Maybe the rest of
I
y'all's
see.
gonna be fantastic.
See, there you go. Okay. So,
these
Lysalius,
rolls have been.
so Lysalius, again, like, obviously,
But also,
don't go out here because this would be dumb. Where would you like to go with that roll? Maybe down here, like you want to stick to an edge, essentially.
Well, that's what I was gonna.
You maybe mad dash over here.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was gonna say to the left, and into that little tree line.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I'm having technical difficulties.
Okay, over here maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's not letting me move me. So.
What? That's weird. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that.
Okay, so for the first time today, I was trying it on my iPad. And it is
Ah.
not being awesome whatsoever.
Okay. That explains it. Okay. But yeah,
So let's
you.
not anything except for move my token.
Okay. Fun. Yeah. So you like do a little dash and then tuck and roll and get over there. From your vantage point, Lysalius, roll me a perception check.
All right, perception.
Okay.
Ow.
So you don't
I
see.
can walk without hurting myself.
So Lysalius, you think you see a distant glow, but you're not super sure about it. Maybe if you got to a higher vantage point or got closer, you might be able to figure something out. You do notice when you look back over at the shelter, your ghost is stuck her head out of one of the out between a couple of vines and is like scratching her head, and then sort of appears outside of it, looks at you, and puts her just hands on her hips, like, you know, the hell are you doing?
Shit.
What do you do?
I use the hand code for investigating.
She just shakes her head, sags her head, then shakes it.
Mm. See, like the better part of me tells me to just go back or try to sneak back, but the idea that there could be an ambush right now is very real to me.
What do you want to do?
Trying to climb up that tree to my left.
So get up here, maybe.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, with a 24 stealth, yeah, you scramble up that fallen trunk there and get up onto that ledge.
And I try perception again.
Yeah, sure. Ah, much better. So, Lysalius, you notice that in the distance there are a couple of lights. Make it more like 3 lights zipping around out there in the murk. And they appear to be slowly but surely sort of zipping around in your general direction. Like they're not heading straight for you. It's more like they constantly keep buzzing around, but they are getting closer. They're sort of meandering this way.
So
and you
if
also
I-
notice
Oh,
you
sorry,
also
go ahead.
notice that there is another one here that is actually still sort of bobbing around. You can see it now that you're up high and whatnot. Over here.
Over where? Sorry. Oh, there you go. So if I can convey this to the companion, is there a way for the companion to convey that to him?
Unless Dorian knew Drow sign language.
But
Dorian
I-
does not know Drow sign language.
Yeah, no. You can convey whatever you want to her, and she can, like, make hand signals, and he won't understand them.
Could she not get his attention and just point in that direction?
Sure, she could do that.
Okay. So
you-
I convey to her to let him know about the one that's closer over off to the right.
Okay, Dorian, the phantom comes up to you, pokes you on the pokes you on the shoulder, but you don't feel anything. You can see she does it once, then again. You can see she gets frustrated and keeps doing it real quickly, and just eventually gives up and sort of waves a hand in front of your face, and then points this way.
I'm literally just seeing this as a scene from an anime right now.
Sure.
So
Nice to head, it does not work.
so Dorian looks up. Oh, wait, where'd the other guy go? And then looks at the phantom, and then she's pointing, and then Dorian gets real quiet, starts nudging Merrick.
Sardines.
Merrick, give me a stealth check real quick.
Oh no.
Merrick has dreams of sardines. Yeah, so you startle awake talking about sardines, Merrick. Maybe a little bit louder than you intended to. Because Lacelia, so you can see, and Dorian, you can see, and as he's pointing out to you, Merrick, you can also see that the little light that was hanging out there starts drifting a little bit closer.
Dorian throws hand in front of his mouth, making the universal sign of shush.
You're probably gonna wrap around the beak, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Literally clasps his hand around your beak, so you can't open
Just
it.
holding your beak shut.
Merrick just sort of gently reaches up and pushes his fingers down a little bit because he's covering his nostrils.
Yes.
Okay. So, I need Merrick and Dorian to give me stealth checks. Again, I should say.
What was that, sorry?
Give me another stealth check, Merrick.
Not stuff. It's a little better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little...
So this thing comes bobbing around.
The light randomly wants sardines now, but it doesn't see you.
And then bolts over here. And bolts over here. Bobbing around.
It was the gasp from me getting off of your nostrils with my hands. Sorry.
Lascelius, out there you see. Whoop. They are whoop, around now.
So, but they can see the one that's close, but not the other ones.
Yeah. Well, for right now, that's true. Yeah. They are, once they start getting probably past this tree right here, right around here, or past here, they'll be within visible distance.
So I convey to the spirit companion what I'm seeing, and then she points out in that direction, and then makes like the number 3 to you.
Dorian blinks for a second, mouths a word that his parents would be very upset for him using, and then and kind of looks to Caliban.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so my fault. So then now that you kind of get the idea, she then points at the one that's there that you can see, and then out, and then shows you 4 fingers to let you know that there's 4 altogether.
Dorian once again blinks, thinking they're multiplying and being very confused and very, very afraid.
They're multiplying.
Wait, 14? 14? Dorian will actually mouth 14.
Exasperated, the spirit makes a fist with her hand and then just puts out 4 and then points.
Literally can see the light bulb go on.
Yeah. And she face palms and goes and sits down.
Dorian looks to Merrick and kind of mouths, we should wake Cal.
Merrick stretches out his leg and kind of like taps Caliban on the face with his flipper.
Dorian's gonna get down really quick and cover Cal's mouth just in case.
Caliban's
and
eyes. Caliban's eyes open, and before you can put your hand quite to his mouth, his arm reaches up and grabs your hand, grabs your wrist.
Dorian puts up a quick shush.
I let go.
Dorian gives you an okay symbol.
So, I need the 3 people in the hut and Lucilius. So, I don't know why I said it like that. Everybody, give me a stealth check. Jesus.
Oh no! Good
Yeah.
grief, this is atrocious.
Do I get an advantage?
Oh, no,
for
here
not,
we go.
Do we get advantage
Here
for
we
not
go.
moving? For just sitting still?
Yeah.
These things are moving around and like...
Hey guys, do we
They're-
want to
they're
use
searching.
our inspiration for this?
Oh, we have.
I'm not going to use mine.
But we do have our Emiri ability. Saving face.
But it doesn't help Merrick.
I'm gonna
It
use
does
my
not help
card
her.
then.
Okay.
And re. And fucking tastic.
So Josh, is my 13 a fail?
13. Let me roll for this thing.
Because if it's a fail, I'll use saving face.
Okay. 13 is not a fail.
Okay. Great.
My 4 is now a 5.
Yeah, that is a fail.
My 4 is now a 9, so I feel like that's
That-
probably a fail too.
That is also a fail, yes.
Lee, wait. Lee,
Yeah.
that's not how saving face works.
Is it not?
No, you added D6
Oh.
to your existing
Oh.
roll.
Oh, I still wouldn't get better than 9. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother with it then. Or that would give me a max of 12 if I rolled a 5 or 6. No, I'm not going to bother with it. Damn it. Don't like it. But yeah. Thank you for correcting me on that.
Okay. So, 2 successes, 2 failures. Yeah, these things. Oh, you know what? Have the Phantom roll a stealth check. Let me see if she's even trained in stealth. She can be the
Jolly,
type.
I do have a question from narrative student.
Does her stealth just go off of mine?
No, hold. Hang on, Jay. One question, or 1 second. Lee, what's your question?
I was just curious with us just kind of standing still in this
You're standing
quarter.
You're standing still. These things are like they have the ability to sort of see, kinda. So this is a hiding sort of thing, not a be quiet sort of thing.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Okay. And Alex, what's your question, or what do you need?
Not a question. I just want to sort of gesture to the party that we shouldn't attack straight away.
I agree.
How would that gesture go?
He's gonna do a cross of his flippers, and then like pretending to hold a sword, whack, whack, whack kind of motion. You know what I mean?
I love this game.
I feel like this is. I feel like what Alex is describing is how Merrick failed the stealth check.
Yes. Dorian literally kind of straightens up and mouths, "What?" And that's probably how Dorian failed the stealth check.
Okay.
He just forgot he was supposed to be hiding.
And yeah, Caliban, who's not moved a muscle, is just rolling his eyes.
I think that gesture is going to undo my stealth check.
Okay. So 12. Let's see here. Okay. The Phantom waves her arms to get you both to be quiet. These lights don't seem to notice you. But they hang around for about an hour or so. And then dart into the swamp.
Dorian was getting really antsy there towards the end of that hour. You notice that he's fiddling with his fingers back and forth so that he doesn't move his actual body.
Caliban spent the hour just staring at Dorian, willing him to not move.
I spent that hour in a tree, keeping my head on a swivel to make sure that no more came.
Mm-hmm. So, Lascelius, do you want to head back to cover?
So real quick, even from as high as I am, can I still see them, or can I see where they went, or did they just go off to the point where you can't see them anymore?
Yeah, they probably just darted off into the distance, into the murk and gloom. Because from your vantage point, Lascelius, you can see that the swamp up ahead is mostly mangrove. So you've got a lot of these gnarly vines I should say roots that break the water line, making navigation by anything short of a canoe or bigger than a canoe or something like that just completely impossible. You've got giant lily pads out there. And one other thing you notice Lascelius, is over the course of this hour, as you're out here, there are, other than the fireflies and the occasional like buzzing dragonfly, there are no birds, there are no monkeys, there are no small dinosaurs or lizards. There is nothing alive around here.
Okay, so I stealth to, or I 13 stealth to get back.
You're good.
Okay, you can put me back over there. I kind of filled them in what I could see from up there and about the lack of ability to go through this water, et cetera, et cetera. To tell them everything that I've seen, and then also to point out about how quiet it is. And the lack of.
I will say this: it also like the water out there doesn't look to be like super deep, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I let them know. I mean, it looks like we could wade through it, but we couldn't. We wouldn't have a boat. We might be.
Well, if somebody didn't lose my boat, then we wouldn't have this problem. My poor boat.
I'm going back to sleep.
I'm trying to remember who lost the boat.
Yeah, Dorian literally passed out halfway through whatever Lascelius was saying.
Meanwhile, Merrick just sits there and mourns his boat. Nobody cares.
Well, it'll keep you alert while you're on watch.
As I was talking, I was starting to sound like Jeff Goldblum trying to put those ideas together. We have a boat, yes, that we would can't use.
Are there going to be dinosaurs on this there's a dinosaur tour?
There are dragonflies in this too, right? Hello.
Oh, I really hate that, man. So
okay, as I'm back. Okay, yeah. So I'm back. When I came back, though, I'd like to point out that the spirit companion, who was not very happy with my antics, went to punch me, but kind of went right through my arm.
Sure, totally.
But she tried to punch me in the arm.
She tried to punch you and then gets visibly annoyed with the fact she can't. Goes over here next to Lucky, pouts, and sits down. So, Merrick, Lascelius, you're on watch for the last shift. What do you do?
Is there like a window or anything to this?
So this structure doesn't really have any windows anymore. It doesn't really have much in the way of walls, but it's got overgrown vines that have been sort of curtaining you in. You can like essentially just sort of part them a little bit and peek out.
Yeah. So Merrick's kind of curious by the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not gonna fucking waddle out there and have a look. Can he see much from where he's sitting?
Give me a perception check.
24.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, what do you want to know about the water?
I guess if there's anything in it.
Does it have sardines?
Yeah, so you watch you watch the water line there, Merrick, and or the water surface, and you've got these insects buzzing around and stuff like that, and you'll see them occasionally skim the water. So you reckon that the water still contains like insect larvae and stuff like that. Insects are still going strong there, but you don't see any fish that might emerge to eat any of them. You don't see any frogs or anything like that. You don't hear frogs. The water line or the water surface never breaks, other than the occasional ripple from a diving dragonfly.
Mm-hmm. In terms of like, I guess, I don't know. When we saw the floaty thingamabobs, right? Do they remind me of like Fey magic in general? Do I feel relation to that? Because obviously I've seen so much of it at this point.
You've seen Fey magic that acts like that.
Sure.
It particularly maybe less the darting lights and the occasional bobbing, just sort of drifting glowing little mote. Like those definitely feel kind of fey. The darting ones, yeah, could be.
So, the behaviors that I saw in the past from like when the Fae lost their shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with us, did we see behavior like that at all? In terms of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to relate this to what I've seen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does this feel familiar?
Yeah, when you stop to think back to the island you used to live on and the relationship with the Fae, and particularly when it started getting weird and sort of sour there towards the end, there are some similarities to this instance. Like if there were sort of darting like Fey lights out there or back there on the island, they probably would have been hostile and things like that. I'll give it to you this. I'll give this much to you. You definitely feel a connect, like some sort of Fey connection here. You could feel some sort of ancient power in this area. To say, but yeah, like yes and no, essentially.
Yeah.
There are some similarities.
Okay. Merrick is probably just gonna. What's he gonna do? Probably just fiddle with his fishing tackle gear and keep his ears open.
Mm-hmm. I think a good way of summing it up is there's obviously supernatural events occurring here,
Mm-hmm.
and there is an intelligence to them that is reminiscent of your encounters with Fae back on your home island. Whether or not that means these are Fae remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But that being said, you can tell that this is a place of primordial energy, and would definitely be something that would be conducive to Fae activity should it exist here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did I hear Jay joining? Yes. Okay, Jay's back. But other than that, Merrick, give me one more perception check over the course of tonight.
A 6. That's
So,
a nat one, by the way.
Yeah, I see. So, Merrick, you are blindsided when you notice the glow coming just outside of your little enclosure. Like, basically here. Like, you're sitting there, you're fiddling with your tackle, you're sort of staring off into space. And then you just notice drifting right past you on the other side of those vines is this pale light. Drifting along. Give me a stealth check there, Merrick.
19. He freezes.
Mm-hmm. You freeze, and then you instinctively, very slowly crouch down and like try to make yourself as small as possible as this light goes across and then slowly works its way back and then darts off. The
Do
rest
these
of them
things only appear at night?
you saw some during the day that were chasing dinosaurs.
That's right.
The rest of the evening otherwise goes by uneventful. Except in the wee hours of the morning, Merrick, you can hear the distant sound of drums.
As soon as I hear that, I what's the word? Wake everyone up and say,
Mhm.
hey, I think the orcs are approaching. We should probably get out of here.
So you've all gained a long rest. You get all your HP back, your spells, all that stuff.
Woo. So Josh, now that we're awake, the
Yay,
drums we're hearing. You said they were in the distance. Do they sound like they're getting closer, or are they kind of staying put, or further away?
Like, are they
Right,
advancing? Yeah.
For the moment, they just you can just barely make them out in the distance. They do not appear to be getting closer.
Gotcha.
But given how faint they are, it's if they were getting closer, it'd be hard to tell at this distance.
Right.
So, why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? I'm going to get some more water.
That's good.
And
I'm
we will
choosing my spells for
pick
the
back
day.
up.
Choosing my spells.
That's a good idea, actually. Choosing your spells.
So 9:45
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
time
9:45.
it is over there.
Yeah, 9:45, or whatever your local equivalent is.
Your local equivalent.
2:45.
There you go. God,
Nice.
that's right. You're that many hours ahead. Puts you what?
Yeah, it's Sunday
Yeah,
afternoon.
that's right. You're 17 hours ahead.
Do you reckon protection from evil and good would be a good idea potentially?
What does it do? Put it in the chat. Protected against certain types, aberrations, celestials, elementals. Hey, that ain't bad. That might be good.
A good idea. Let's do that then.
Yeah, I'm looking at my different smite spells I
That's a
have.
great plan.
No, I don't want that one. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with both of those.
Hmm.
Do look forward to getting off this damn island.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
like Lee and Jay are still out.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I am also back. I just left myself on mute.
Okay.
Back on the big map.
Jeepers.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
You ready, kids?
I think we're still waiting on Jay, but give me 1 minute here, and then we'll jump right back in.
Always waiting on Josh.
Tisk.
Never ready.
More enemies over here.
Put all the enemies you want on the other side of the island. I'm not going back over there.
All right. So, let's go ahead and jump back into it. So you guys awaken, hearing those distant drums. Nip and Tuck awaken, hear them, get visibly worried, but Nip's just like, come on, I'll show you the rest of the way. She picks up her little rucksack and starts walking into the swamp. Nip and Tuck are small enough, along with Lucky, that they can, and agile enough that they can sort of move along the roots without getting into the water. Generally speaking, occasionally they have to hop onto somebody's shoulders in order to leap from tree to tree, but generally they're able to keep themselves dry. You guys are not quite so fortunate.
Is there a reason why we don't want to go in the water?
No, no. Like they'll tell you that, like there are no fish that or snakes or anything like that in this swamp.
Merrick's just gonna go in the fucking water. He's a penguin.
Yeah. It's just the water is about for like an average person, the water is about like 3 to 4 feet deep. So for Lucky and the Phanatons, it would be like they'd actually have to swim. But for you guys, it's just sort of it's an inconvenience. Like Merrick, it's a fun little swim. Lucilius, it slows its progress a good bit. Dorian,
I mean,
and
I
Caliban,
can literally swim like twice as fast as I can walk.
Yeah.
This is convenient.
You're actually now the fastest member. Yes. This changes everything.
No, Zoidberg is the fastest.
Yeah.
I always forget what my height is. I always
Probably
forget.
like, aren't you like 8 feet or something?
Let's say, yeah, something like that. 7 or 8 foot. I never remember.
I am a whopping like 5'2". I'm pretty
Mhm,
sure.
mhm.
I'm tall for a penguin, all right.
So you guys head into the swamp, wading through it, splashing through it. Again, no fish, no frogs, no snakes,
No
no
alligators.
birds or monkeys. What?
No alligators or crocodiles.
No Spinosauruses.
Good. Good.
No piranhas, hopefully.
No piranhas.
No leeches.
You do find leeches every once in a little while.
God damn it.
There are still some insects around. Not as many as you'd expect, though. As you trudge through, once you get to the actual sort of lake that the swamp sort of surrounds and encroaches upon, pardon me, you do notice that there's a little bit more dry land. Just small little islets, things like that. You do find that here in the depths of this swamp, there is a bit of a causeway that has been constructed, sized what looks to be for Thanatons.
Great.
And again, it doesn't cut through the swamp completely. It only really kicks in right around when you get to this lake. At that point, Nip and Tuck will hop off trees and start following that. We built this a long time ago, when the lights weren't as common. At least that's what Grandpa says. So that if we ever needed to, we could find the treasure again.
I'm assuming the rest of us can't get on this because it's too small.
It's like Merrick could, Lascelius could. Like, I mean, it's plenty wide for small creatures. So medium creatures can do it relatively well. The Emiri, it's probably actually faster just to walk through the water.
Okay. Oh, is the water not getting any deeper here?
It doesn't appear to be, no.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Dorian will periodically use prestidigitation to dry bits of his clothing.
And as you go, there's still more of those little bobbing lights drifting lazily through the mangroves. Their lights reflecting and glittering on the swampy water. And occasionally you see those faster ones zipping around. As you guys start crossing this lake, you notice some of those fast lights start getting closer. Like they're not making beeline straight for you. Well, just like last night, they're sort of zipping around, but the general pattern that they're making is getting closer. I would like you all to make me stealth checks.
Okay.
Oh, hey, here's a question. While we're traveling, do you think it's smart to cast
Pass without trace?
Pass without trace again?
Yes.
Yep.
I think that is very smart.
Agreed.
Okay. Can I do that now? Is that illegal?
You're just now bringing it up. So I'll say you can cast it. Hang on, what's the casting time on? Is it an action or a minute?
Hang on. One action.
One action? Yeah, you can cast it now. Okay. So from here on out, you will be under this effect.
So we get plus 10 to the stealth check.
Yes. Holy God. Okay.
17.
22.
14.
Oh, actually, sorry. Mine's 13, not 17.
Okay.
I have chainmail on.
Armor, so disadvantage.
And I'll roll for Lucilius. 31. Okay.
God damn.
Jesus.
The best he's ever rolled. Alright. So. As you guys are traipsing across the lake here, these lights getting closer, you notice suddenly they wink out.
That's not alarming at all.
Nip's just like, we need to hurry. We need to hurry right now.
All right.
She starts to move a little bit faster. As you guys pick up the pace a little bit, suddenly you notice those lights wink back into existence much closer, within about 30 feet or so. They pulse. They flash. They go from this pale white to this sort of cool, ghostly blue. And then they start to race around your group. Probably, again, keeping a distance of about 20 feet. And they just sort of start making a wide circle around you.
Okay.
Until eventually they spin up into the air and come crashing down into the swampy water, foliage, and whatnot all around you. I'm gonna pull you over to the map. Rising up out of the murk, out of the water, entangled sets of foliage and vines and roots and whatnot, are these things. Shift the
Oh, great.
humanoid figures made of vegetation, but glowing with that wispy, ghostly blue light. They stand up, staring at all of you.
I said with or without the weapon.
They do conjure like plant weapons.
I put my like fucking bird arms. I put them out to like signal to not attack, and I say in primordial, we do not wish to fight you. Look, we draw no weapons.
They stand there staring at you.
In an understanding way, or in a what the fuck did you just say way?
In a like just sort of dead sort of way, just sort of staring at you.
Does this look like fey magic?
This does not look like a type of fey magic you're familiar with, no.
Okay.
Are these possibly constructs? And the light is animating like construct sort of magic.
You could give me an Arcana check.
Word.
14. You're not really sure. I mean, it's possible. Like, definitely the light is powering it.
Would a nature check do anything for me?
You could do a nature check, yeah. You have no idea.
There you go, guys. I took that really low roll out of the game for you.
I will say this, Lasalius. You suspect, given the fact that they're made of vegetation, like comprised of like ropey roots and muck and things like that, they're probably not very fast. You could probably outrun these things.
Maybe if you've got
Which
good
I
legs, you
point out
could.
to everybody else.
I mean, we're in the water. You could outswim them.
You right. You right.
What do they do if we just keep moving forward?
If you'd like to move forward, you can try.
Instead of someone
Which
moving
way
forward,
is forward?
everybody
Is
take
it
a
Oh, I'm sorry.
down
Hang on. I
or
should
the up?
specify. Forward is this way.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why I was at the back of the party.
Stop. They all step forward.
Mhm.
Can I move forward again?
Sure.
Move here.
Okay. Roll initiative.
All right.
Bother.
As soon as Caliban takes another step, they raise their weapons in an attack position and charge.
God damn it.
So I don't know if it's mine or everybody's, but on my screen I still have the giant pog of what they are.
Just click off to the
click.
side.
Also, I love that you called it a pog.
That's what they are, kind of.
Yes, but it's a word that I've not heard in like 2 decades.
Fair.
Fucking long time.
Yes, we're old.
Sorry.
And pogs are old too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, am I
Right,
rolling too, or just the people that moved forward?
I think
Everybody needs to roll. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Jay, I don't think you're allowed to roll anymore.
Don't worry, guys. I got the 2 worst rolls out of the way for you.
Okay. So, top of the round is Red Wisp Knight. Oh, pardon me. He's going to move up here. He's going to take that vegetation longsword and try and whack you with it there, Caliban. Oh, wow. Okay, he whacks pretty good. 13.
I hate you.
Sorry. That is his turn as he just comes up and catches you like underneath your armpit there, Cal, with this sword that looks like it's made of like a blade of grass, and then like manages to stab you right underneath your arm.
Oh, God.
The blue one.
Grass cuts
It's
always
going to
really sting.
Gonna go up here. It's gonna swing at the the Phantom. 16 to hit Phantom. That looks like it hits for 7 damage to the Phantom. As we go to Merrick.
Me?
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh. Let's see. So they're made of plants, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do they look like dry plants or wet plants?
Wet plants, because they're rising it straight out of this swamp.
So
I
you,
was gonna say
so you think fire would not work well against them?
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's.
Can anyone summon a hungry goat?
Or a manatee? We
Well-
need a manatee.
I can summon like
Very
a
nasty.
like a full goat, but not a hungry one.
Damn. It's always a catch.
summon a manatee.
Do I have any like water-bearing creatures I can turn into?
Ooh, or a hippo.
At your level, I don't think so.
I didn't think so either, but I'm a water-dwelling creature already by nature, so let's do that.
Yeah.
A hippo would be perfect.
You could wild shape into a penguin.
Merrick will steal the sword to make a nest out of.
I'm gonna eye snipe this guy down here and miss and be sad about it.
Okay.
I assume that's a miss.
No, that's a hit.
Oh, holy moly!
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he takes the 3 piercing. Boo.
And then a dex save.
Then he has to make a dex
These
save.
are literally the worst fucking rolls on Earth.
Yeah, you get.
Look at that! Look at it!
Oh, and he saves, so he takes 1
A whopping
cold damage.
3 damage.
Okay.
Christ. Okay.
Oh
Pray
no,
to
he
the
doesn't.
Penguin gods.
That's right. Okay, he doesn't even take that. Okay. Yep. So that was. Would you like to move, Merrick?
Like to cry.
Okay.
Actually,
You can use your
yeah,
bonus action to cry.
I am gonna get into the water.
Okay.
Shit.
Merrick enters his natural habitat.
Mm-hmm.
To have a good cry.
Yeah. You
Here
can't
we-
see me crying if I'm already wet.
Here we see the Merrick in his natural habitat. The Merrick cries when he misses with his attack. When he does minimum damage. Yeah, this Wisp Knight is going to roll up on Lascelius, take a swing. 22 to hit. Wow, these things are rolling incredibly for 10 damage, Lascelius.
Yeah, that's where our good rolls are going, apparently.
Apparently. You don't know it's going to be a wolf situation. No. This one's going to come up to Dorian. 4 damage to Dorian. As these things come, just advance on you guys, rushing in, stabbing with these vegetation weapons. Dorian, goes to you.
Sorry, I know you're alive.
Lee, you're muted.
Sorry.
Or dead.
Or dead, yeah.
Or dead.
Your choice.
Most probably dead. So Dorian is going
Odin's
to...
had enough of your shit.
Yeah. We'll cast Mage Armor on himself because I forgot to say that I did that this morning. So we'll assume that I didn't.
This is how the party gets wiped, because you guys forget these things.
Yep. And
Like, how many
then
books do you have?
Dorian will kind of slide over here. He does not want to provoke an attack of opportunity from this thing, but he does want to get to where he can book it when the time comes. So that's basically my turn. I was useless. So I don't think I have a bonus action. Nope. Nope.
Cal, goes to you.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, 11 does not quite hit.
Okay. Well, that was my turn.
Okay. Top of the round.
Can't wait to get to level 5 and have 2 attacks.
You're a little ways away from that.
I know that, but I can't wait. I got almost no bonus actions. I got nothing.
Unfortunately, you gotta survive to hit level 4 at this point. I'm not so sure about this.
Well,
This Wisp Knight will attack Cal.
Stop rolling 20s and then we'll make it.
Oh my god!
stop critting me.
Wait, hold
I
on.
crit you
Did I get
so
skipped?
much in this game.
Did I get
You
skipped?
have.
Stop it.
What'd you say, Jay?
I think I got skipped.
Oh, did you? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you did. Wait, hang on. You're not even
He's
on
not
the
on the
initiative order.
initiative.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You rolled so low it didn't even add you.
Yeah, I didn't even. I am apparently an observer of this fight.
Did
I'm
you
just gonna give you
forget
a
to
5.
hit your token?
He probably did. It's okay. Okay, Jay, you're up. Charlie, you still took that crit though. Eat it like a champ.
Yeah, I know,
I'm sorry.
dickhead.
I wasn't gonna say anything, and I was like, I saw that roll. I was like, hey, I got skipped, so you gotta go back. Okay.
What you got for me, Jay? You there, Jay?
Yep, I'm looking. Hold on. Hmm.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was on green.
Oh, against green? Okay.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So green is still standing, but yeah, you've torn you are punched rather a hole in its breastplate. I mean, or the vegetation, which holy shit. Okay.
That was
Is
on
that
blue.
against the blue one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lucilius.
What are the odds of that?
I know.
That's fucked.
So, Lucilius, you punch a hole right
Those
through
last two rolls I
the
had.
chest of that other of the green one, and it's still standing, but staggers backwards and is now leaking this wispy blue light out of its chest. Meanwhile, your phantom swings at the blue one. How would you like to do this?
So technically it's not a slash at all. I want her to reach into the head and pull the blue wisp and just pull it out of the body.
Okay. Yeah. So totally does that. Oop. And this thing crumbles. Yeah. Yeah, and now there's this wispy blue light floating in the air there. Anything else, Lucilius? Would you like to move at all, or are you good where you are?
Yeah, I'd move the phantom up next to green.
Okay. That one. Okay, goes to this Wisp Knight, hits Caliban, goes to the next one. Okay. That Wisp Knight. Let's see, where is it? So you see, Lucilius, you see the wisp that you just ripped out of that vegetative body. Shoots over here on its turn and sinks into the muck.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Yep.
Boop. And rises as another one of these things.
God damn it.
As we go to Merrick.
Da-da. What does it mean how, like, all of them have a 1 on it except for the blue one has a 2?
The colors are for purpose of turn order.
Identification, right?
Yeah, the purpose are for purposes of initiative roll. The twos are the ones and twos are
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, they're a thing that I don't know about. That's fine. That's all I had to say.
Now we all get to speculate on what it is. Awesome.
Okay, well I'm gonna swim over here a little bit. And let's just frostbite.
Okay. Targeting blue.
Yeah.
Okay. To be on the right layer. There we go. And that's a Constitution save. 13.
That's even. That still succeeds, doesn't it?
Yes.
Who but? And then I'm gonna swim over here a little bit because I don't want to be near them.
Okay.
That's my picture.
All right. The green one is going to, since it just got hit by Lascelius, is going to attack Lascelius. 9, I don't believe will hit. Next up is Orange. Orange Wisp. It's going to attack Dorian. 8 will
Also,
not hit
no, that
Dorian.
didn't hit.
Nope.
All right. Goes to Dorian.
Dorian's gonna look to Cal and he's gonna say, I know that you're gonna call me a coward for this. But if these things just keep infinitely regenerating, we should just leave. And then he's going to disengage with his action, and he's going to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 head in that direction.
Okay. Caliban goes to you.
Makes sense to me. I'm gonna step here. I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell everybody, like, let's run. Let's get the fuck out. Let's keep moving. Try to run this shit. And then I'm going to disengage. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll move here. We'll probably, yeah, here. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Goes to Lascelius.
Do we have anything that we can catch the wisps in? Anybody?
No, I left my wisp catching net at home.
It's
No
in the
jar?
trunk.
None of your no magical things. That you can
It's
get
in
away
the trunk with your accessories.
Don't have a jar. We could catch it like a firefly. A sack.
Giant butterfly
sock.
net.
A box with a
Everybody
stick
give
that
me
you
a
can
sock,
prop up.
quick. I want to collect them like fireflies. Okay.
You don't have the trap, unfortunately.
All right then. Well.
No proton packs.
Yeah, I was immediately. I literally just thought proton pack.
Well, now that I'm gonna have to like stiff arm these things as I try to run by.
Gross.
You don't know. You don't know their lives. 2, 3, 4. The way that I'd be trying to run out of here it would be 2 or okay, at least 1 attack of opportunity, right?
From the way they're standing, if you tried to like just full on book it, you'd provoke from at least 2. Yeah. You take the disengage action, and then you won't provoke at all from any of them.
Does 14 hit?
14 does hit.
So I hit green.
Mm-hmm.
For 7.
How would you like to do this?
Okay, so I reach my free hand in, pull the wisp out of it, and as it collapses, I run away.
Okay.
And then
well,
I'm gonna have to at least provoke an attack of opportunity from red as I'm running. And in that action, can I have my companion running too, or
yeah. Whenever you
okay?
move,
So we both book it.
yeah. So you're moving 30 feet.
Yeah, in that direction,
Yeah. Okay. Hold
Mhm.
on.
while also provoking attack of opportunity.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and ghost here. And yeah, red will get an attack on you. Well, it can try.
Definitely not.
So
Okay.
yeah, you take out another one of these things and then start running on the running for the causeway. One of them takes a wild swing at you, but you dip under the weapon. Top of the round is red. Red. I'm gonna go here. It's gonna try and bonk you there, Lucilius. It's not
No.
gonna succeed. Goes to blue. Blue. Wait, hang on. No. Yeah. Blue's gonna get here. Alright. Oh, right, they can do this. Lucilius, you watch as that knight behind you, or a little bit further behind you, holds out its hand and channels some of the ghostly blue light that's in its chest and conjures up a miniature version of the little darting light globe that's been chasing after you. It's going to use this attack. 17 to hit for 1 radiant damage as it hurls this little orb of light at you. It's like you managed to dip out of the way, but it does sear you a little bit. As we go to Merrick.
Merrick is going to
Jesus. Sorry.
swim this way. Sorry, I just like taking the piss out of you.
Oh, I thought she was,
Swim this
she was actually yawning. I was like, oh, you passed it.
and fling a frostbite at number red.
And red. Okay.
Number red.
Number red. Yep. Constitution. Nope. They
Yep.
continue to ignore you. Goes to green. Green. Whoosh over here, all the way out here. You see it disappear into that lily pad. Then rise on up. As another one of these things. What's the range on? That far, huh? Okay. Okay. Dorian. The wisp all the way over here sees what you're trying to pull. And he is going to throw one of these balls of light at you. 19 to hit
Yup.
for 5 radiant damage.
Don't like that at all.
And that's his turn. No, it's not. He's gonna move here probably. Mm-hmm. Goes the next one. Orange. Orange is going to teleport.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
He's going to teleport.
You're so full of shit.
Or rather, you watch as he sinks into the ground, discorporates, and then essentially it regrows up out of this lily pad. And that's his action to do that. So we go to Dorian.
Dorian's like, Cal, what? Do we keep running? They can keep up. Do we keep running?
Well, fuck. I guess we got. I guess we do try and kill these things. God damn it.
Dorian once again says a word that his parents would be very upset at him for saying. He says, "Okay, let's do this. I invoke the Reaping Star," and he swings his left hand like he's swinging a scythe, and there's this like sickening thwack sound that sounds kind of like halfway through the reaping of wheat and the severing of a head. And I cast Toll the Dead.
On Orange, I assume?
Nope. On Orange.
Okay. Toll the Dead is wisdom save, so. Alright. So 7 damage to Orange.
I think we should still keep moving, Dorian will say, and then continue to move this way.
Okay. Caliban.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I
have an answer.
The land that Dorian just moved to, is that the island in the middle that we're heading towards, or is it just more swamp on the way to it?
It's just more swamp on the way to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna hack the shit into this thing. 12 hit?
Against one of these things, no, unfortunately.
No, of course not. All right, that's my turn.
You could saving face. Add 1d6.
You could,
fuck yeah.
and you just barely missed with that attack.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn this into a smite.
Okay, that's a hit.
Nice.
Well, actually, hang on. Let me
Do I-
save
do I
it.
need
Let me
to?
save you the trouble because you've got it now.
All right.
So,
Great.
how would you like to do this?
I want to cut down the length of its sword so it like the grass kind of like curls to both sides, and like cut through its like, and keep my blade keeps just going through its arm, and then it just like the whole thing kind of just like cuts in, like it just breaks apart into its like individual pieces.
Okay.
And now that it's gone, I'm also gonna move 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move there.
All right. Goes to Lucilius.
All right.
What you up to, Lucilius?
I tried to hit with the rapier.
Okay. 11 does not hit.
All right. Can I use my spirit companion's attack as a chance to run away without getting an attack of opportunity?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. It's worth a
You'd
shot.
have to take the disengage action for that. That's a hit, though. Okay. Anything else?
Hold on. Let me see. How does the disengage work?
You'd have to use your action to do that instead of attacking. And when you take the
Okay.
disengage action, you no longer provoke attacks of opportunity for the rest of the turn.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, I'm going to try to run away not having done that. Just down the thing, me and the spirit.
Oh, okay. Goes to Miss Knight. Just gonna take a swing at you, Lucilius. Sorry here. Having some technical issues. Yeah. 20 to hit for 3 damage, Lucilius.
Holy shit.
Goes to...
Lucilius, did you actually run?
Yeah.
Your token didn't move.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to move it. Hold on. Yeah. Right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and would you? I'm sorry. Did you bring the spirit with you?
Yes.
All right. So what is that? Which wisp is this? Blue. Okay, so the blue one sees people trying to get away. It does not like that. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's going to try to shoot you. Nope. Okay. Goes to Merrick.
Merrick is going cross blue. Oh, fuck's sake. I
Sorry.
don't think I've hit a single thing.
I don't think you have. I'm sorry.
Alright, Merrick's gonna swim over here, and then he's gonna leap out of the water and do a belly slide.
Okay. Okay.
Love it.
Look at you guys fucking running away. What's the matter? I don't get it. Don't you want to be heroes?
Yeah, I was like, wait, I
Uh,
have the weapons on myself. I wasn't about to get gangbanged.
There's not much heroic about dying on an uninhabited island in a swamp on a shit island.
But it's not shit island because I think I swallowed some of that water.
I mean, unless something to tell the story, then it's very heroic.
Green is going to fire at probably Lascelius. Because he's within range. He's the closest within range. Still misses.
Apparently, he doesn't like the cut of my jib.
Oh, right, that one. Okay, and all right, so it goes in. You guys have noticed the numbers, right, and how they go up from 1 to 2 and all that stuff. Well, Lascelius,
Mhm.
you're not gonna like where two is. So,
Because 2 hits harder.
well, no, because 2 is right next to you.
Oh, okay.
It dives into the murk and emerges out of the water in this tangled mass of reeds, swinging at the longsword. Ooh, okay, 21 to hit for 9 damage, Lascelius. Dorian goes to you.
Dorian looks kind of peeks back, sees Lascelius in trouble. Once again, says his thing. Sickening noise, flash a red light, and Toll the Dead.
Against Orange?
Against Orange, yeah.
Okay, that's not going. Yeah, it's not going to succeed. So he takes 5.
And Dorian will continue to bolt, although I feel like we're
at the edge of the
running out
map.
We are at the edge of the map.
Okay, so Dorian's going to continue to try to get away, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, are you gonna? Which way you want to go, Lee? This way? This way? This way?
Where are Nip and Tuck headed?
Nip and Tuck are going to head. Okay.
Dorian will head that same direction.
All right, so Dorian starts heading in that direction. Here, I'm going to put you over here to signify that. So we go to Caliban.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Coward.
Shut your mouth.
I went to the Triumph in trouble to come up with this cool little combat encounter. Goes to Lascelius.
Being critted
Look
2
here,
turns
you
in a row is
Joseph
not
thing.
cool.
Fair.
That is true.
Fair.
Temptress of the afterlife.
Meanwhile, Jay just can't stop rolling him. Okay, 2 hits. Okay. All right, Jay. Lascelius, how would you like to do this?
So the thing comes up, it rises up next to us. The spirit slashes its head, and I kick the head, which still has the wisp in it, away from us.
Okay. So,
So even if it's coming back as a 3, it's gonna have to do it from far away.
okay, so I'll assume
That was not very far away.
it goes like out to here. Wait, hang on. Wait, where's the next one? Oh, actually, okay, yeah. So we'll say you throw it over here. And you know what? Just for kicks and giggle, or just to help me out?
Our rolls are helping you out, but if you don't need any more help.
Yeah. So you grab the head with the wisp in it and just chuck it. The head breaks apart in midair, leaving just the wisp as it flies away. It hits a algae covered pool, and then just seconds later emerges as this thing made of all these lily pads with this wispy interior core. Would you like to move?
Yeah, I was gonna run to catch up with them.
Okay.
Do I have to like athletics check to see if I jump over that?
No. You're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? There you go. So yeah, you start running down the causeway. So as you guys make your retreat from this little combat encounter, as you rush deeper into the swamp, heading for heading for that island with these wisps all around. I'm actually going to, yeah. Here we're gonna jump out of this combat encounter for now. As you guys start rushing along, why don't you give me each of you give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Merrick, you can roll with advantage because there's enough bodies of water that you can like swim along. Okay, that's a 19.
God damn it.
Okay.
Ugh.
And Dorian, you have no way of giving yourself advantage on that, right? It's just the two.
I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure I don't know. Hold please.
Oh wait, I actually might.
Quick, spirit companion, tickle them along.
Do I have any?
Do you want to use your channel divinity for this?
Yeah,
Caliban?
let me roll that advantage.
Okay.
I could
Fuck.
theoretically.
God damn it.
What were you saying, Lee?
I could theoretically spend a spell slot to cast Misty Step as part of this to boost myself forward a little bit. If that would give me advantage.
Nah, not. I don't think so. Not in this instance. It's not going to be enough.
Didn't figure, but it was.
Yeah,
it was
it's not
worth a
going to.
pitch.
Yeah, given how far you're going, like you can get that one little boost there, but this isn't Mario Kart, so you don't need to boost the last second to win. But you guys, like, you are rushing to the best of your ability, trying to outrun those wisps who just like will leave their leave their shell, fly after you, hit some vegetation, animate a knight, and then try to swing at you. You duck under it, and stuff like that. They'll give a little bit of chase and then just break out of the shell, find a new one, and just continue to repeat this process. You're keeping ahead of them just a little bit as Nip is rushing ahead, just going, "It's right up here, it's right up here. We're almost there." As you guys reach the center island and discover what exactly you've been running across and what you've been coming to.
Oh dear.
You come upon a massive head, rotting head, with a stone helmet that has crumbled away into mostly rubble. There are countless fireflies here. Beyond it, you could see a cave. But as you look around at this massive remains, you realize this is all that remains of Hirkul the Huntmaster, the former god of this island. We're going to end it there for
Holy
tonight.
shit.
May I say that this is the most badass moment so far?
Thank you.
That's metal.
And that's where we're ending it? How dare you?
and super gross.
Can't wait to go into that cave.
Oh,
I can't wait to jump into his eye socket.
Gross.
Gross.
Nasal cavity spelunking.
Yeah, God knows what we'll find in there.
Tetanus.
Heartworms.
Okay, so did we see the like orange glow that was coming out of the one like bum Dr. Evil Eye? Like, could we see that?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what?
The like
Those are
the-
fireflies.
those are fireflies? They're all just coming out of one eyeball. All right.
Or they're sort of, yeah, in this picture it looks like they're sort of coming out of one eye socket or going into one eye socket. I don't really know why they're doing that.
See, they know what's up. There's something in that eye.
All the lady fireflies gathered there. All
Come
this
on,
is
dude,
the
we're just
lady
running
eye
cannonballs
hole.
into my
This is
eye.
the bachelor eye hole.
That's where I'm gonna hide from the swamp things that are following.
Hide in the eye hole. They'll never find me here.
They'll never find me here.
I feel like you have a different problem when you're just inside a giant rotting skull at that point.
With one Dr. Evil Eye, I like it.
Yeah.
This is like the most metal thing.
Giant gray matter. Great.
You guys ran away from it, but I really like this map. This is a pretty map.
Oh, it's a beautiful
Oh,
Oh,
map.
that is a fantastic.
It's just bullshit enemies.
I like it. Yeah, I was about to say I like it, and I was all ready to keep fighting because I was curious what was going to be the end of like trying to figure out how to get them to either stop regenerating or how many regenerations they had. Like I was curious to see what was going to happen. But
Well,
we've been pushing a lot.
We still have to get out of the swamp, so I feel like we're not going to learn that.
Just yet.
Not tonight.
Now you understand.
Also-
If you jump in the eye socket, you become the commander of the swamp things.
See, I'm hoping it's going to be a Goonie situation, and we're going to go in that cave, we're going to find a ship, and we're going to sail that ship off this island.
That's one-eyed Willie you just saw.
Caliban,
has
no, Captain
anybody-
Caliban.
Also, has anybody
Lucky
noticed
love
how
chunk.
vaguely humanoid the islands, the islands in the world map are shaped?
What'd you say?
Has anybody else noticed the fact that the islands on the world map are organized in a way that is vaguely humanoid?
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Lee?
Never mind.
No, explain this to me. What are you talking about?
Okay, so if you go to the world map,
Mhm.
We're on the world map.
We are on the world map. So you've got like the shroud, like that area. It's like this nice big circle.
Yeah.
Then you've got kind of a mass there, and then you've got two little jutting sections that head out in opposite directions, like legs, and like a Mario arm up to the right hand side. I didn't think it was actually a humanoid, but it struck me as
The
funny.
fuck are you talking about?
I
Is
don't
this what you
fucking.
mean?
I don't
Well,
see it. I
well,
think
did you guys
I think
see-
Lee's on meth.
Lee, use your ruler. Explain this to me. Draw
Okay.
this for me.
Okay.
Remember, you
Okay,
can
so-
draw on the map. You can draw on it. Use the paint tool.
If you draw on this map, I will fucking kill you.
You can delete
Yeah, I
it.
know. Jolly will murder me. Okay, so this is a head.
Okay.
No,
This
it's
is
sure.
the general direction of the body. Leg, arm.
Oh, yeah, I
You
see that.
you have a fucking
And then
beautiful mind,
Frostmere
my
is a
friend,
shield.
that you fucking see that shit. That's some
Frostmere
fucking
is a
John
shield that's
Nash
being held
shit.
out in front of the body.
You have a fucking baby in a tub that is filling up with water. You are so fucking John Nash right now. Ed Harris is knocking on your fucking door. He's got some decoding for you to do.
All right.
The fuck are you even talking about?
On that note,
that reference makes me so happy.
on that note, I'm going to end this recording.
Okay, thank you.
Fair.